Hey everybody, it's me, Clarence Hughes, promoting this play called The Risen King that's going to be taking place April 12th at the Contemporary.
The Hallswells Contemporary Art Center, located on 340 Delaware Avenue, corner of West Upper.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with The Link. My bad for screaming so loud. I didn't mean to be that loud, but I'm loud. I'm loud like how Cardi B look. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. Yeah. And yes, Miss B, whatever your request is, I will eat that. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are here to talk about something totally different. I think we about to change the total vibes of the show so far. We have the cast of He's Risen. What? I'm sorry. What's the title?
The Risen King.
The Risen King. Oh yeah, I'm way off of my intro. Excuse me, Miss Cardi B. I mean, you know, DM me your request, and then we'll pray about it.
Oh, boy.
So anyway, what is this show about? What am I coming to see?
This is pretty much about explaining how Jesus came and walked the earth, died, resurrected in 3 days, whatnot. And we all have our own little testimonies in there too about how he healed, set free, or delivered, whatever the case may be.
Okay. I mean, I'm being super silly, but this is serious business. Y'all out here changing lives out here with these plays for real. Okay, my bad. I'm shifting gears still. Excuse me. So wait a minute. Are you guys like from a church or a church group, or are you just independently doing this?
Independently.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's big. Listen, that's huge. You know, I was just talking to some guys about just getting together, just to have open conversation, because it's kind of missing from our spiritual gatherings. I'll say it like that. So to see you guys putting the information in the art form is dope. What brings you to the show? What brings this ensemble together besides just being asked?
Pretty much it, just being asked.
Yeah.
But what made you do it?
Well, I mean, I was at church one day when Clarence and I go to the same church.
Okay.
And just out the blue, he was like, "How's your acting skills?" And I said, "Yo, I act."
Okay.
And he hooked me up. Hey, man, come by the rehearsal and do the part. And here it is.
All right. I'm seeing some Aaron the Plumber vibes out here. You know what I mean?
Watch how you talking to me, man.
Come on, man. You ain't ready to fight them demons at every turn. Oh, man, that character, man. Anybody else? Like, what brings you to is it you just want to serve? Like, I've gone to church. Of course, my intro did not lean into the fact that I even know God. But the truth about the matter is that I'm impressed. You know, as a theater person and I gave my intro to you guys earlier, I do all this theater work. I haven't done a whole lot of it from or for church. So it's not for church though.
No.
So what is it about? No, help me, please. I want to understand. Like not the play, but why? Why do this this way?
I pretty much want to do a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, add the church flavor to it, but have everybody do their individual spin on it.
Okay.
Might say.
So it's collaborative work.
Yeah.
It's not like I wrote this, say what I say. It's like you add your personality and feeling to it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We work together as a team.
All right.
This is definitely a team effort.
Okay, this is different from the church stuff I hear about. I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to lean in on it, but we know stereotypes. We thinking it's some lady and she trying to relive her 40s or 30s or something, you know?
Oh, yeah.
It don't seem like you guys have that going on. It seems like it's like I said, it seems like it's actual spiritual work.
It is.
It is.
Most definitely.
What is that? I mean, elaborate a little bit for the people so they can know how to walk up in there. I was about to have people walking up in there bopping the music. They need to be thinking, man. I'm serious. Let's. I'm sure we're gonna get to the entertaining parts. I mean, you all seem like you got some entertainment going on. Like y'all just bursting at the seams. Y'all try not to give too much away. I can tell. You know what I'm saying? But like, what brings you guys together as the cast? How does your relationship, help tell this story?
Well, I don't look at them as cast members. I look at them as a family. See, Clarence reached out to me, and like he did Frederick, he asked me if I was interested in that. I said, yeah. I said, yeah. So, something different. Clarence and Alan, I've been with them two since the beginning. So, and D, and I just met Frederick, just an add-on to the family. So I don't look at it as just cast members. I look at it as a family. And going beyond that, I look at a chance to hopefully win a soul. The soul winning is serious business. And the Bible says he who wins souls is wise.
Come on, man.
Amen.
I wasn't expecting this. Come on. That's what's up. Yeah, thank you, brother. I'm feeling much. I'm almost speechless. I'm stumbling over my words. Listen, I have a lot of words. I studied and everything. Wow, this is amazing. I've seen a lot. At one point in my career, I studied like church plays, you know what I mean, and films and stuff like that. And they were pretty bad, you know what I mean, as far as production and being preachy or just being silly, you know what I'm saying? But you guys are giving me a different vibe just based on your energy in this room right now. You hear people say we're a family, but usually it's that condescending way. But this brother just said it, you know what I mean? I'm looking at him, I'm looking at his face. So has this process been helping you in your personal life as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It sounds like
Most
it.
definitely, yeah.
Is anybody willing to share? I don't need, tabloids, but anybody willing to share something that happened as it relates to the play that changed them or?
Well, I'll say something. It's funny because, without saying too much, one of the parts in the play talked about me being robbed coming home from the store. That actually happened to me as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I never said that, in real life, but that one of the parts of the play actually really happened to me in real life. So it helped kind of like resonate that, So it's it actually brings it to life because it really happened.
Right.
It actually helps tell the story.
Not like you've been healed, but you've been able to find some peace.
Oh yeah, that was when I was like 7 years old.
But that's what I'm saying. Like even as an adult grown man, you able to find peace within that situation, or you were able to pull from that situation.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, it's a two-way street. And of course, I believe that art is really a reflection of life, as life is a reflection of art.
Right.
So sometimes we don't know the difference and we don't know where it started.
Right.
And I think you guys are pretty much providing the example. I don't want to spoil the show if that's what's going on. Stop me if I'm going crazy, but it seemed like you guys are following the example of Jesus. Like he just went and asked people, hey, y'all down? And they was, you want to spit with me? You know what I mean? Want to be a part of my dance crew? And they was like, we got you, So that's really dope. This is a really dope situation. You said April 12th?
Yes.
April 12th at where now?
Hallswell's Contemporary Arts Center.
Hallswell's. Wow. Okay.
April 12th, that is a Saturday.
Yes,
Just let
it
you
is.
know, the day before Palm Sunday.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And is this like monologue based? And when I mean like each person tells their story, or is it like scenes, or is it a play, a musical? Is there singing? What else am I getting in this joint?
With a little something of everything.
Yeah.
All right.
Together, you have a little comedy, spiritual.
All right, that's what I want to talk about, the entertainment side of the whole thing.
Yeah, a
So
little
you might get a soul or two, but a funny bone or three might be snapped off in that
Oh,
joint.
yeah.
Right.
Okay. Because sometimes my set falls apart constantly. Yeah. So it's almost a running gag. I wish I was doing it by mistake. But no, I'm really impressed to hear from you all. Like I said, I deal with professionals in the theater game, and sometimes they act privileged instead of professional. And sometimes you'll get people who haven't been in the theater scene or circles who are being more of a professional with the craft. So I do want to commend you all and say thank you for at least approaching the craft in an organic way, like really starting from yourself and not trying to make money off of the ideas of somebody else.
Exactly.
You know, I think that's really dope. So, is there anything else? Like I said, is there like jazz singing, or do you have any special artists that's singing along, or is it just cast? It's just regular folk you just ran into and was like, yo, come do this with me.
Oh yeah, there's singers in there too. I think you all know Pastor Craig Cauley. From
know
Niagara
Craig.
Falls.
Yo, Craig, it's your boy. You know what I mean, what's going on, brother?
And even Tyshawn Wilson, he's going to be joining us too.
Okay. Oh, I can't wait to get home. I'm be like, man, Craig is in a play. I ain't even know. He ain't say nothing. I gotta reach out. My bad. But that's really, really dope. Yo, yeah, Pastor Craig is dope. Like, y'all know he can rap too, right?
I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
didn't know that. I don't know.
Me
I
either.
gotta hear him.
Bruh, like the brother is talented. You know what I'm saying? Like God touched something in that man, and his musical notes and sound and phonics and rhythms. Like he's really just like, I don't know. I ain't never seen a man do nothing wrong or bad. So I'm gonna hang my hat and say, the spirit of the Lord is on this brother for real. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to commend you guys for collaborating with a church that I've been to. Like I know that they are really connected with the community. I've seen them do dinners and things of that nature. So shout out to the church and shout out to the fam. So is this the church you all go to, or you all go to the same church or different churches, or?
Different. Yeah, definitely different, yeah.
Okay, so you just so happen to find these brothers at your church, but you met other people from other churches.
I met him on Facebook, actually.
Okay.
I didn't know that we lived so close to Buffalo, though.
All right. Oh yeah, Buffalo is tiny.
It just,
Yeah,
it was
it is.
it was a blessing to me because I was going through my own interpersonal things, and I did a lot of singing and acting when I was younger. So as an adult, I was able to finally give myself a chance to break out of my comfort zone and put myself out there. After losing my mother and going through some stuff during the pandemic, I'm like, I was feeling like, what is going on in the world? Like, I need Jesus to help me find something, and stage acting and singing was like perfect what I needed to do.
Man, I'm gonna put that in the short. Thank you. That's good content for me. No, man, that was heartfelt, and I appreciate that. Yeah, that was real. Come on, Clarence. I didn't know you was on here. You got me. Brother, I know you've been doing your thing. It's been some time too. It ain't just one show, you ladies and gentlemen. I want y'all to know this brother is on his 4th,
Oh no.
8th, 7th.
7.
I remember we had the conversation, completion, 7, and then the 8 and the infinity. All right. Yeah, we had this conversation a few months ago.
Oh yeah.
And my participation in the marijuana cannabinoids takes away from my memory sometimes. You know, but you know, we all are a work in progress. So I just wanted to say once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with Clarence Hughes and his cast, or some of the cast of his show, He's Risen. Wait.
The Risen King.
The Risen King?
The Risen King.
Man, rename that joint He's Risen, because that's how I want it to be. The Risen King, ladies and gentlemen, the Risen King. The Risen King. And yes, we are talking about the Risen King, Jesus, the one they call the Christ from Nazareth. Mary and Joseph baby on gang, carpentry work gang. we don't really go there with it, but we should, right? Like, I represent Christ, I don't care, cuz. Like, yo.
Come on.
Oh man. It's been a wonderful, wonderful conversation with you all. And I want to know a little bit more about you guys if possible. Maybe not the deep, dark, secret stuff, but just like, who are you guys? Like, y'all just regular schmegular people that's just acting?
No.
Okay. Like, you do acting? You do theater and stuff, or voice work or film?
Well, this is my 3rd play with Clarence.
Okay.
So you know how they say this ain't my first rodeo. So,
Okay.
So outside of this, I'm really a minister. Shout out to my bishop and First Lady Bishop James and Lady Kathy Bowman and the Antioch Church of God in Christ. Shout out to my family. That's my family's church. So I ain't no regular brother. So
Not at all, my brother. I appreciate you being here. You never know who you're meeting, y'all.
Right.
My Cardi B jokes were misled, trust me.
Oh.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take our first commercial break. No, seriously. We're back. I appreciate that, my brother.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so anybody else, like, what do you do? Generally, you just, like, does anybody take up acting or theater or film or anything outside of this experience, or?
Oh yeah. I've been an actor since I was a kid. Actually, shameless plug. Have a show right now streaming on Amazon Prime called Dating. Shout out to Alicia Brinson. So that's streaming on Amazon Prime. Doing the stage play with my man Clarence right here, and catch me on season 1, Family Business. So I'm doing that. So I mean, hey, just trying to get it.
Come on, man. Listen, hey, I'm on season 1 of Sitting at Home, so you know what I mean? You're doing pretty good.
And think about it too. You gotta start. A lot of my stuff I did is just background casting work, but you gotta start somewhere. So there's no role too small. Because that one role may turn into another role and another role. So you just gotta get how you live.
Right. I'm not really shy. Right. So I'm like, the people watching know Clarence is not the theater guy in the city. Right. He's not the big name. Right. But once again, I met this brother working hard in theater. Mm-hmm. I've seen this brother work hard in theater, and he's directed and producing and writing and organizing in theater. So I don't know how much more this brother got to do. Right. You see what I'm saying? To be seen as a part of the theater community in the way that we see the theater community. But I do know that sometimes when you're trying to preach that message, the word preach is in there, and people don't want their stuff to be preachy unless it's about the things that they gonna sell. You know what I mean? So I've seen the preachy Nino Brown movies. They've been preaching drugs to us. They've been preaching sex to us. They've been preaching discord and all that stuff to us, or discourse, excuse me, and all of that to us. And I'm happy that you guys are just offering something different. You know what I'm saying? I had a good friend I still have a good friend, but he passed on. I took him to church once, and he was like, man, it felt like an album release party. And I was like, man, I wish you could go to something that was a little bit more meaty, had a little more meat, a little more milk, not so much fluff. So I'm glad you guys are offering people another way to experience, just like Brother Allen was sharing earlier. All right. Anybody getting tired of y'all doing plays and inviting them to stuff, or is this is popping? This is y'all thing?
Yeah. I love doing plays, and actually, to be honest with you, I'm actually a professional performing artist. I'm a singer, freestyle dancer, actress, model, and also poet. And this is also my 3rd play with Clarence.
Okay. And what's your name again? Did y'all introduce yourself? Did everybody introduce themselves all the way through?
Yeah.
Okay, can y'all add the rest of y'all introduction? I ain't know all of that. I'm like, dancing? When you be dancing?
That's what a lot of people ask me, when I tell them I'm a freestyle dancer. They're like, what is that? What I do is, when it comes to me performing and I have to dance, I just go with the flow. I don't come up with no choreography, nothing like that.
When I say freestyle, I mean freestyle, straight like that. Yeah. I appreciate that. I had an issue with a poet who used to do that. Matter of fact, I'll say it. When 10,000, the poet in Buffalo.
I know who 10,000
Yeah, Marquise. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, I know him.
Excellent brother.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely only bringing him up to lift him up. Trust me. But I was like, man, he's freestyling. Why he's doing that? He's not, he's not doing it the way it's supposed to be done.
Right.
And over time, I noticed how difficult it is to be that vulnerable to freestyle in front of everybody.
Oh, yeah.
And then for this brother, I've seen him go out of the country freestyling. Just letting it go. That's
all
what I'm
he
saying?
do is freestyle.
And man. Now, mind you, I come from an older place where his written stuff is wilder. Trust me. Like, his written stuff is much wilder than what he's freestyling. So we had issues because we were hoity-toity artists. But he was one of the ones who really showed me that you can't listen to certain folks because they haven't grown to your level yet.
Right.
And now that I've caught up, I appreciate that, and I appreciate your work as well, because some people might not show you the full respect of being an open freestyle dancer. Like, I'm ready to go.
Right.
And then it's all subjective anyway. You know, everybody's not gonna like it.
Okay. What would you say to somebody who didn't like your show?
Okay.
I know. Clarence like, kick rocks. I guess you trying to go to hell. No, seriously. You know, there's people who are anti, you know, so why should they come? And I'll leave it like that. Like, why should a person who is trying to give it a shot, they're not coming to bash, but they are not interested in church or, you know, the risen king, you know what I mean? They're like, that religion stuff, I kind of grew up a certain way. Why should they come if not to have their soul saved? Do you feel me?
I feel you.
Yeah.
Well, this is how I would say it. Don't come expecting church, because you're not going to get church. You know what I mean? If you want church, you go to church. Right? This is entertainment. You know, this is from different perspectives. You may like it, you may not like it. Somebody may sing a song that you don't like, or you may say, well, they're not good actors. Okay. You know, but don't come expecting, well, I'm going to go and get saved tonight, because you probably won't. But you're going to come to see a play, and that's what you're going to get.
I appreciate that. Anybody else that want to chime in on that? All right then, brother. That made me feel good. I'm like, as an actor, I'm like, I don't need to go to places with a because I think that's just a good lesson for life as well. Like, let's slow down on these expectations when we go into a place and try to receive what's there.
Because you've already prejudged. You can't. If you go there prejudging, you won't enjoy it. You know.
Yeah.
So just come and not knowing what you're gonna get, and just enjoy being there.
I like that. So, ladies and gentlemen, those of you that just need a moment, you know, just a nice moment of safety where people love each other and having a good time. Ain't nobody trying to ask you to do nothing about no collection plate, because they already asked you to pay at the door. And speaking of, I really do want to ask this question because I have some actual people who pay attention or attend or minister, and people who do shows for the cause of religion. I'm sorry I said that crazy, excuse me. But I just heard a story about a pastor who locked the doors of the church and was like, I need $1,000 from everybody. I need $40,000 for my taxes if they come get me. I made that extra part up, that little taxes part. I added that on there. But I don't know the story. You know what I'm saying? I just know that it was supposedly a black pastor held the congregation hostage and said the people on stage had to pay to play. You know, and as a video game player, I was listening and I'm like, oh, this is terrible. You know what I mean? I definitely went to church quite a bit up until about 10 years ago. So I haven't been involved enough to know, is this normal? Is this how we do things now as the Christian body as a whole? You know, or is this internet thing? Like, please, can you let me and my subscribers know from real people, you know, who not a part of the machine, like, what's going on? Is that normal?
I mean, I can't speak on because I don't really know what happened.
Is that normal for your church? For the pastor to lock the doors and say, we not opening the doors until we get $4,000?
No, that's definitely not normal.
He said 40,000, so I'm just making it feasible for my room when I'm fighting. 40,000, bro. I already gave you my $2. No, seriously. Like, for some of us, it's not about that. It's not about the dollars. It's not about the amount. It's about the gift. So I was trying to see maybe for, you know, I don't want to put you on the spot, brother. Just because you said you are the minister, that doesn't mean you have to address this as, I don't know. You know what I mean? But is this something that your church would practice? I'll say that. Something that you feel like your family would practice, or is there a reason why they may do that or have done a lock the door thing?
Well, from where I came from, it was normal during tithe and offering. They would have the ushers close the doors. I never heard lock the door, but they would, close the door, to keep everybody safe during tithe and offering.
Okay. So see what I'm saying? Like the internet will make stuff so extreme. It might seem like, oh, this is crazy. They locking doors. And it's like, I do remember that now that you said it. I remember they used to be like, close the doors, either people pulling out money or because it's just an intimate time. We don't want people busting in and interrupting this moment of reflection. I can understand that. Has anybody heard about the situation?
Yeah.
I heard about it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, but could you enlighten me, please, so I can stop feeding the wrong stuff to my subscribers? What's going on? Is that just an internet thing? Is that church like known for doing weird stuff, or?
I mean, I don't know what's actually going on, so I can't speak on it. So, I mean, I've seen it. I just didn't play into it, so I couldn't tell you what it was about.
I know if it was Marvin Sapp.
Marvin Sapp? Never would have made it, Marvin Sapp?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
That Marvin Sapp.
Never would have paid it. Lock them doors.
I think he had a church conference last July or June or just last July or something.
Oh, this not current.
No.
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying.
It was a resurfaced clip that they put online on. You know how social media is.
Oh, okay.
I was just about to say that. So when people post on social media like Facebook or Instagram, they just make a big deal out of nothing. And it literally drives me crazy because I'm sitting there looking at it. It's like, you know what? I got 3 words for you. Get a life.
Yes. That is their life.
Right.
Them Twitter fingers be twiddling.
Yes.
It is about motive, though. Like, what's the motive in what you're doing? If you are raising that money, what is the reason? Are you doing it because you want to save souls? Is it for the building fund? Is it for the conference fee? What is going on?
Right.
But I think if you only see like a 10-second clip, you can't really get the perspective.
Right. And now that we're having this conversation, which I appreciate everybody's perspective, I really do, because as I sensationalize this clip, I'm thinking back like, oh yeah, they used to close the doors, ask for money, ask for specific amounts and things like that. I think one of the things I thought when I first heard it, I was like, oh, that brother moving out of faith, I was like, now that's some faith right there, when he was like, lock the doors and the people online, I wish you was here type of thing. And I'm paraphrasing because I don't know the clip either, really. You know what I mean? I'm just, and to find out that it's old, I'm like, oh, okay, so whatever the case may be, that's something you've seen in Buffalo churches or not seen in Buffalo churches. I think that's not consistent.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
Okay. I think the part that threw me was it costs $1,000. He said the people on stage, I want $1,000. It costs to sit up here. And I took it the internet way instead of taking it as a pastor may not have been fully grasping that they're broadcasted to the world. People that follow, including people who's not following. Huh. But like I say, you guys are just charging right at the door. We ain't got to worry about all them issues. We can lock the doors and you can pay to get out, I guess. So no, seriously. I think that some of those things deter people from taking a chance to view something like what you have going on, especially for a person, maybe I'm a theater person, so I'm going to pay attention. But for a person who's not fully aware, they may hear this play is going to happen and then they're tying in some current social media stuff and it might be just not the same thing. Okay, so like you said, brother, ladies and gentlemen, when you come to see The Risen King, do not expect to see church. Expect to see a play that you can enjoy yourself with. And of course, there are real testimonies and messages and stories and themes in this project that you all may be able to get some salvation for your soul from. One thing I like to point out is that I was a theater person, a kid who found theater, and it pulled me away from some of the things in the streets and in the community that could have took me out. So I do want to say I appreciate you all for what you're doing. And
I have one. Sorry. I forgot. Everyone was saying something about themselves. I'm also doing my third play with Clarence. It's been rocking and rolling. I love to sing and act. I'm not doing anything professional right now, but this is my start to get myself back into, the scene in Buffalo. So it's a blessing, and it's like a ministry in a way. In a sense of community and pride, So it's nice to do something with people that look like me sometimes,
Alan, I don't know, man. I could see your place possibly in a group. I don't know the whole group, but in this group, I see your place in the group is like you're like the anchor. You always bring in that last two sentences and everybody be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Yeah, whatever I was thinking, this is what I'm thinking now, Very peaceful. I appreciate that. So Clarence, let us know, brother. What have you been? What got you here? You got some theater creds. You've been pretty quiet, being a very humble director, producer, writer.
Truth is, I grew up doing this kind of thing, and I didn't really start writing until I was in like 8th grade, and it was a project. That's how I wrote my first script. Did that one back in 2010. It was wonderful.
Yeah, look at him having flashbacks. Okay, so 2010 you started producing your own shows. Oh, what's the name of your? You got a company name, or you just hey, Clarence Hughes doing a show?
Right.
That's the company. Slide through.
Right.
I'm not mad about it. Obviously, this reminds me of how I do my podcast in the first place. I just pull up on you with my phone and be like, sit down. Sit under this light. My breath stink. My bad. We ain't got time to freshen up. But no. Seriously, you all are looking fresh. And I'm hoping that the costume, I hope this is a part of the costume design. Y'all looking good up there, man. Shoot. I like the colors. I like the whole ensemble here. Whoever doing y'all wardrobe and costuming is on point. You know what I'm saying? I want you guys to check out this new play coming up. Written, directed, produced, acted it out by people you know, people you've seen, people you saw when they were younger, back in the day on the bus and all of that. And now they sitting right here in front of you on my TV, cuz. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of you guys. Now, is everybody from Buffalo? You all grew up here or?
Not me.
Okay. You was giving me the face like, well, they don't know me. What parts are you from, brother?
I'm from Alabama.
Alabama. What's going on, man? Roll Tide, bro. Roll Tide, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I know a little bit. Yeah. I got a brother that's up here from Mobile.
Okay.
Yeah. Authentic. That's what I can say. Y'all brothers is authentic, man. All right, everybody else, Buffalo.
Yeah.
Born
East
and
side
raised.
Buffalo.
East side of
East
Buffalo.
East side, yeah.
Now Elmwood.
Yeah, man. All right, we're going to try to give y'all a cure for whatever they put in the water. We're going to... I like trying to make jokes, even though I'm on the other side of the camera. You guys are a beautiful cast. I'm sure that the rest of the people who couldn't make it today are going to wish they were able to make it, even though I'm happy because I don't have enough room left in my camera to get everybody, man. Ladies and gentlemen, come out to the play. Check it out. It's only going to cost you $27 to me personally, and then I'll get you a ticket. You know what I mean? How much are the tickets?
$10.
Yeah, $27. The tickets are $10, ladies and gentlemen. You can pay at the door and online, or just at the door? Let's do at the door, folks. We going, not old school, we going revival school. You feel me? We taking tickets to the door. We want to see your face. We want to see you show up. Bring your attention and your laughter and your tears. And definitely don't forget to bring these folks some flowers while they are still here. Yes. And we out.
Now let's talk about it. She jacking me, he biting my style. I'm versatile. I'm the type that make your granny go get a pound and break it down. Now let's talk about it. Now let's talk about it.
I've been learning to keep the camera rolling a little bit because everybody.
Now let's talk about
See, they was upset. I told you it wasn't.